And speaking of Jason Momoa, more muscles are on the screen as we speak.
I wondered how you were going to bring that one forward. I was like, which of these characters are you going to relate to Jason Momoa right now? It's fine. Let my man play Lobo like he always should have.
Oh, man. Well, look, you're asking for way too much. But Balrog definitely doesn't. Wow, I was going to say they have their work cut out for him. But, you know, I think if there was a character to match that did to not hopefully, but to kind of match the damage output that Marisa can do, it's definitely, definitely DJ. Albeit you have to use a little bit more resources, but this is definitely a character that can do that for you.
No, I definitely agree with that assessment. I think when DJ cashes out on the right hits, he can absolutely maul you. The problem is, this is going to be a weakness of his character, I think, in this matchup. He's a character that already can get DI'd on a bit because his farthest reaching pokes are all not cancelable. But now add in that Marisa has the guard point stance to be able to swing through a lot of these pokes. That's going to be the wall stun, and Jimmy DR is going to make the comeback on that round to secure round one here to move on in the winner's side so far.
That jab reset out of the jump to command grab is sick, and that definitely needs to be implemented because that command grab is out of the stance is such a powerful tool. But Balrog has to just find a way to keep them in the corner. The reason why that round went the way it did is because they unfortunately gave up a drive impact hit, and then once that happened, it was just all up from Marisa. So Jimmy DR just has to keep it in control right here and getting the medium into. Oh, here we go, another command grab, and level 3 is on deck. So,
oh my God, just got duffed. Punish counter too, so BalrogRD had done something nice up back, but doesn't come down with the right button. That jumping fierce would have been the right call if Jimmy DR had advanced forward more, but because they only committed to the phalanx, they just had that little bit of a lingering punch where their hurt box didn't move forward, so the jumping fierce did not end up the right call. All right, has to bust out the reversal this time.
About just throwing out the cool circle back. Here we go, and hey, setting up for the command grab off of the drive rushes and off these blocks. They keeping him in the corner here.
Wow.
Will get the stun. Too easy almost. Jimmy DR. This is quick for him actually. Oh my god.
That may have actually been checkmate because it was like a meaty DI and BalrogRD didn't have a bar to commit. So you might have just been cooked right there. And we are continuing the pattern as BalrogRD is just surrendering space, finally manages to find what they've been fishing for, which is DR as a whiff punish to move in behind a phalanx. But it just seems like Marisa controls exactly the pocket where DJ needs to stand in order to get everything started. OD just cool, and we don't get the combo after it. Crouching jab counter hit, no confirms. Balrog keeps just not quite getting mileage out of a lot of his errant pokes.
Right, and you see that they're reciprocating that Jimmy DR, because every time DR gets like a counter hit or anything of the sort, they're literally taking it for the maximum amount of damage they can get. Going to be able to punish counter, go right through that, and hey,
you're dead.
Doc talked about this earlier. The medium is powerful, and going to go into level 3 here, critical art. This is, well, you're beyond dead, and Jimmy DR is going to go into a third game 2-0. BalrogRD is trying so hard to get things started. It's just been so difficult. He's been getting his drive rushes checked with medium, and that's leading to huge combos. He's been getting DI'd into the corner for stun combos. It has just not worked out for him so far.
I mean, you could even see, right? Like trying to poke with Sobat kick wasn't working. Trying to poke with with low forward, standing forward, crouching strong. Like all of these moves, the best pokes that DJ has are all susceptible to being guard point stance through or DI'd through in this matchup. And Marisa can make either choice in that range in order to do it. Jimmy DR has now pushed BalrogRD straight back to the corner, has a slight life lead, and look at it again, towards medium kick. That's like your big money plus frame starter. That counter DI barely works out here for BalrogRD, but all he gets is a back throw out of it.
And yeah, choosing to go on the offensive here in Burnout, knows that chip is a thing, and literally Balrog getting hit by the up punch right there, and it's just unfortunate. But here we go, just cool. OD gonna go into the machine gun punches here. Gets level 3 last second, but not gonna be able to use it. The backdash into medium. Jimmy RD finally jumping the command grab here. Another OD just cool.
Right, that's big damage. Doesn't cash out the bar. Bailing a little bit greedy because they want to make sure they have resources to try to secure this one. But here's the problem. You can make one mistake against Marisa and die. You are in burnout. CA brings you right back to the wall. This is you may just barely get away with. Okay,
Oh,
the
yeah.
jump in connects. I was gonna say, given that Jimmy DR had drive gauge, it was still a one-touch situation either way.
That's just so dangerous, bro. Like, all of those things. So burnout with after a level 3 into the corner. Now you literally can get like crouching medium into DI, into stun, and then just more damage on the way from Marisa. But Jimmy DR is literally not leaving any avenues, going for the overhead, being cheeky with it, and just trying to drain all of the drive gauge. Will get the back there into the corner though, Balrog, and gets the level 1 parry.
I'm calling it now. This set is going Jimmy DR's way. Even if BalrogRD is able to make a big adjustment here, coming back from this life deficit, drive gauge is about even. You're gonna be hard pressed to make this happen. Okay, nice link right into the level 3. This is gonna about even up the life. But I think the problem is, I'm still not really seeing a lot out of BalrogRD. Maybe going to a fireball game is gonna be a thing that is gonna ultimately help them more. Counter DI, we are gonna get the wall splat.
Making sure that they don't miss off that. Very well done.
Yeah, did not appreciate that I was trying to call the set. Ensures that it is not a 3-0. Continue to prove me wrong, BalrogRD. I love to learn. Educate me.
Here we go. Now, I think a little bit more of the trickiness right here from BalrogRD with some of the feints and trying to force Jimmy DR to be a little bit more just crazier with the special moves, like the Gladius punch, and just making sure that they parry that as well. But getting the hits where they, oh my goodness, and literally the anti-air Gladius right here, and Gladius doing his job right here with the armor frames and kind of jockeying for position here. Wow, good air-to-air into command grab off the wake up.
Yeah, that was exactly the change in momentum for this round that Jimmy DR needed, because I feel like it was going so firmly BalrogRD's way. If we commit the extra resources, no, we're not going to get the pickup. I think a level 2 may have been enough to do it. Throw is going to connect. That's still not enough, but commits to the jump early. Just a meaty fireball out of BalrogRD, and it's going to connect. This matchup is actually starting to swing back in BalrogRD's favor just a hair, but that check on the DR is huge. Already stuck in the corner now. This is a scary spot to be in, but Jimmy DR has committed an awful lot of drive gauge to earn this position.
Yep, and this is where the tide has turned for BalrogRD, like getting the parries, making sure that they stay out of range of Spartan Kick and Gladius, and just, hey, I was going to say,
check!
Bro, not getting the DRs checked is what I was going to bring up.
Hey, you remember when people said you couldn't check DRs in Street Fighter 6? You remember when people were saying that?
Oh, yeah, I remember, but some people, we just get those reactions, but no reactions needed here for Jimmy DR. Gladius right through the DI, and 1 round away from this, from moving on to winners in the medium. So powerful on Marisa, and setting up for the tick throws here, but no tick throw going to be needed.
And this is another spot where you can see Jimmy DR very slightly varying when they're hitting their buttons, when they're committing to certain options, because they've recognized their timing was getting read out a little bit by BalrogRD, and now are we going to be able to close this out with a perfect? Perhaps, perhaps not. Okay, just barely not. BalrogRD has a tough hill to climb here with the possibility of reversal supers coming out of Marisa. Jimmy DR could just be buffering. Oh, just goes for the jump in on the fireball at the first provocation. 3-1 in Jimmy DR's favor to move on and play against the winner of Brian D and iRedman. And you can watch the end of this on the playback. A lot of jockeying for positioning happening here, but Jimmy DR firmly recognizes that they are in the position to win. All they need to do is react at the right time, and here it is. Has the read on when the real fireball is coming and gets the jump in. Great performance out of Jimmy DR.
Yeah, Jimmy DR has, well, I should say Marisa has a lot of just anti-DI tools, right? And tools that like kind of just ignore some of the basic mechanics in the game.